What's up, people? In this video, we're going to talk about my experience on Steemit. That is right, Steemit.com. This website right here, I couldn't think of the correct way to curse this place, but I'm going to give you my experience right now and just tell you a little bit about what I did on this website. I was pretty well known on this site. I don't know if I really am anymore because I haven't really posted. I posted this 4 months ago and my posting frequency kind of dropped off. Anyway, I was known for something specific, which I'll go into in a minute. But before we get into this, I will just tell you that what is Steemit. Okay, so Steemit, whatever, and all you Steemit freaks out there will be like, that's actually not what it is. So you have Steem, which is a type of cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, right? It's just a new type of coin. It's different, whatever. There's all these differences. And Steemit is a website that apparently is built on the Steem blockchain, and everything that you would want to do on the Steemit website, you need to use these Steem tokens for. Anyway, it's way more complex than that, but that's basically the idea. So the idea behind this website, as far as I understand, it's different now. It's 3 days ago, but basically the idea is that you post content and comment on people's content and just interact with other people, and people will vote for upvote and downvote like Reddit, like or dislike basically. And the difference between this and Reddit, for example, or another blogging platform, is that the votes are actually worth money, or they're worth Steem. And Steem actually has a dollar value associated with it, like Bitcoin. It's not worth nearly as much as Bitcoin. Let's see how much Steem is worth right now. Yeah, 16 cents. Not a lot, right? I've completely cashed out of Steem. I have no more Steem. I'm out of the game. However, I know a few of my subscribers found me from Steemit, or they followed me to YouTube from Steemit. And I was, I don't want to say it was a household name. I was very well known on the platform. As you can see, if you watch my videos, you see I'm very outspoken. I have a lot to say, and I was much angrier when I'm writing. Right, when you have time to think about what you want to say, you are allowed to become a lot more, flowery, let's say, in your language. So I'll show you my blog in a second, but basically I'll just tell you a little story about how I found this site. So in the beginning of 2018, almost 2 years ago, I quit my job in Australia, or I sold my business, whatever. I had a bunch of money, and I put most of that money into Bitcoin. This was the height of Bitcoin, and for various reasons, I didn't want to leave my money in the Australian bank account because I did not have any plans to go back to Australia in the next few years. Didn't want. I just, at the time, I was like, if I have it in Bitcoin, I have it in my wallet. I can always access it anytime I want, and I don't have to worry about the Australian banking system deciding they want to freeze my funds or something like that. I don't know. Was I paranoid? Maybe. So anyway, I had a lot of money in Bitcoin. I basically converted all of my cash, except for maybe I think I had $5 grand in cash. I converted everything else to Bitcoin. And I moved to Thailand, and I was like, okay, I've got all this money saved. I'm going to try and make money online, and basically not leave Thailand until I run out of money. And I had plenty of money at the time, believe me. I was in no danger of running out of money anytime soon. Not like I am now. Now I'm in danger. But anyway, during this time, I started doing work for all of these ICOs. ICO is a cryptocurrency startup. This should really be my experience with fucking ICOs, but whatever. It's not going to be what this is. My experience on Steemit. Anyway, I started working for all these ICOs, found Steemit, and I have a background of writing, so I was like, oh, I can get paid to write on here, and people will actually maybe read it. So I kind of took this idea and I ran with it, and I started posting. Now I'll show you my first couple blog articles, which did not do very well. Nobody commented. Nobody gave a shit about who I was at all, as could to be expected on any platform where you, where you start out as new. Okay, so basically in the intro, this is my first post. Okay, so very awkward, didn't really know what I was doing. Second post, I pasted the story from my Medium blog, and this is me, whatever. I'm trying to be well behaved and nice and normal, and eventually what I started doing is I started writing these articles about cryptocurrency. I was like, okay, what I'll do is I'll write these articles on crypto. They seem to be very popular on the site. And I will, whatever, people will upvote them because they're all about crypto over here. And when they upvote them, I will make money. That was my original plan. So after doing this for when was my, like, I did this for a while. I would write like 3 or 4 of these a day. You guys know I create a lot of content. I have no problem creating content. And then eventually what I would do is I branched out into other things, right? So I wrote this article, How to Be Successful in 100 Hours a Week, right? And this is a blog that I wrote. This is pretty good, in my opinion, right? I've got all these like hidden gems of content sprinkled all over the internet that like you would never find unless I actually told you where it was. Okay, so like this article, for example, just to show you, right? You know, here we go, blah, 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 how to be productive. It's like a motivation, productivity article, images, so on and so forth. This is actually a friend of mine, Estonian. She's really cute. I kind of miss her. A friend of mine from Thailand. Anyway, I think I uploaded this. I think I paid to upload this, right? So basically the way that it works on Steemit is that there are things called bid bots. As far as I know, these are not really like, the significance of bid bots is kind of fading away, but what I did, because I had all this crypto, right? Basically what a bid bot is you send these bid bots money, and these bid bots have a lot of what's called steam power. And steam power determines the, let's call it, financial reward of a given account's upvote. And you can break up your steam power into multiple different votes, right? So you can vote with 100% of your power, or you can split your vote, 20% between 5 things or whatever. Anyway, it's like really complicated, but that's the point. It's like you pay for upvotes, right? And most of the money is returned to you. Like I pay a bid bot $100, let's say. Oh God, I spilled sugar everywhere. I pay a bid bot $100 for an upvote. They will upvote my post, make it seem a lot more popular, put it to the top of the trending page, and in return I'll get like $90, right? So like I spent $10, whatever. Fluctuations in the price of Steam notwithstanding. So if the price goes up, I will have technically made more money, but I would have made that money anyway if I just left the Steam in my account. If the price goes down, it will look like I lost a lot of money. So anyway, I figured this out, a couple months in. I was like, oh, I can just like pay to get people to read my shit. And the vain person that I am, with way more crypto than I should have had or knew what to do with, I was like, oh, I'll just spend all of my money, or like I'll just spend as much money as I want uploading my posts. So what I would do, this turned into me, and then eventually like I gave up on this like crypto, like I just stopped giving a shit about crypto because I really never cared about this. I just did it for the money. I've got some like motivational articles on here as well that I would boost with like $10 worth of votes to get a little bit of help. But at some point, like you guys can go like steemit.com @yalapapi if you like want to actually read these. You like love my content so much. But eventually on one of here, I forget what it was. Where did I? But basically, here we go. Using how to use Steemit to make yourself more important than you really are. Okay, this was like my breakout post, right? This was where I dropped the bomb on like how the trending page is complete garbage, and all it was, I'm not sure what it is now. It seems to be better now. I'm not really sure. I don't go to this website anymore. Occasionally, like I'll go to see if anybody has like commented on one of my fucking articles and whatever. They haven't. I've completely forgotten over there. But anyway, the trending page used to be posts that were uploaded by bid bots, right? So it's basically pay to play. You pay a lot of money to get your post uploaded. People would see it and arguably comment and like engage with it in some way, which was my goal, really. I wasn't doing it. I mean, I thought I was making money in the beginning. Turns out I was just like calculating it incorrectly. But my main goal was finally, as a writer, like somebody actually, I was guaranteed that certain people would read what I had written. Maybe not a lot, but enough to comment and engage and to kind of build a name for myself on the platform. Did it matter? And we'll get to the people on this platform in a second, which, no offense, many of you will probably watch this. I think most of you are fucking retarded, like, sorry, but, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So anyway, the point is that I was now stuck after making this post. Like, this post got a lot of, like, good press for me, right? People were like, oh my God, finally somebody's coming out, somebody's saying this. I coined the term circle jerk on Steemit because basically what people would do, everybody would like upvote their friends, right? Like I'm an account with a lot of steam power. There's 10 other accounts with a lot of steam power. We would all upvote each other. We would all make money in like a voting ring, kind of. Of course, it was disguised as like, oh, here's a picture of my coffee today. I love life. Steemit is the best. Steemit is the future. And like all these fucking retards like, upvote. Here's $5. Here's $2, And this would go on all the time with these people allegedly like adding value to the platform. But, oh shit, just threw this in my cup. Anyway, most of the posts on here are shit. Most of the content on here is shit. Why? Because, except for mine, my content was the best, arguably, still is the best. And I'll tell you why. Because most of these people, they are incentivized to create content not for the sake of creating good content that will be shared virally around the internet, like YouTube, like Facebook, like Instagram, like all these actual social media sites that don't have their own internal currency, but they make content that will be liked by a small group of 10, 15, 20, 50 people who have enough steam power to click upvote and give them $2 for their fucking shitty post that they made. That's what the entire platform is geared towards, right? It's like there's all this controversy around these schools, high schools, let's say, teaching towards a test, right? So what they'll say is they'll teach you how to pass a test. You won't know shit by the time you graduate, except to know how to pass the test, which is kind of what goes on here. Now, what ended up happening with me is I made this post, and like it took off, right? So I was like, wow, this is like this message resonates with people, and I paid a lot of money to upvote my own post on this, and I don't know if I popularized it, but like I brought it to people's attention that if you create a very good piece of content and you pay to upvote it, there will be benefits to that beyond the money that you will make from upvoting a post, which there were not any. Turns out I thought there were. So then I have another post here: how to use Steemit to trick people into reading your poorly written garbage. In this one, I call out a lot of people. I call out names. I say, I go to the trending page and I say, this post is shit, this post is shit, this post is shit. Like, look at these people. All they did was pay to upvote their content, and they're all garbage. I just call people out, right? And then a couple more, crypto posts here. And then this post, why Steemit is a giant circle jerk and how to make it work in your favor. So basically what I would do is I turned into this very abrasive author who basically took a massive shit on the entire user base of Steemit, who was playing this thinly veiled game of I upvote you, you upvote me. Let's talk about how Steemit is so great, and not actually contribute anything of value to the platform in the traditional sense, like a normal social media site. Like, let's take YouTube, for example. Why will you find much better content on YouTube than on other video sharing platforms? Because on YouTube, you can make a lot of money, number one, right? You can actually make a lot of money, but not only that, you make a lot of money as a result of many people seeing your content, okay? Which is different than these other platforms, DTube, 3Speak, like whatever it is, where you can only make money if a small number of these extremely powerful accounts look at your content and say, I like this, I'm going to click upvote. This tickles my fucking balls, I'm going to click upvote on it. It's retarded. Fine, it's not retarded. There are some people who apparently make good money and make it work, or good money. They make, am I making good money on YouTube? No. But is the potential upside on YouTube vastly greater than fucking DTube or all these other platforms? Yeah, absolutely. Fine, I guess you could say you make a name for yourself in the crypto world. There's other ways you can leverage it, but why not do it on YouTube, basically? So anyway, my experience on this site, and every single one of these posts cost me a lot of money to upvote, right? I was paying money out of my own pocket that I was eventually getting back in the form of Steem, but I was paying a lot of money out of my own pocket to boost these posts to the top, really for my own vanity. I was so happy that finally people would actually be reading my posts and consuming my content. It's okay, this is worth it. I have all this money. At the time, I was also making lots of money from consulting for these cryptocurrency startups who also had a ton of money. So I wasn't in danger of running out of money, spending my last couple $100 on boosting a post. No, it's just a hobby for vanity that I was doing. Kind of made a name for myself. Didn't really leverage it as much as I could have, just because I wasn't stressed for money and didn't really think to turn it into a brand. I was really just kind of like a rabid dog, raging at the stupidity of these no offense, but because who's going to be attracted to a platform like this, right? People are going to be attracted to this. Many of them, not all of them. Blah blah blah. I should probably take this opportunity to say that not everybody who uses Steemit is a complete retard. There are some people who are mildly intelligent who do use the platform, who seem to have a brain, and for some reason see it as a good use of their time to spend a lot of time on there creating content and engaging with the community. I also did that, so it's not really fair for me to say it's completely useless. But yeah, it's not things are not what they appear, and I would never tell anybody go on Steemit and create an account there and spend time there. Like, think of all the other choices you have. Why would you go on Steemit? Really, no. Unless you like want to play the game, you want to play that like politics bullshit game and like make friends with these like 20 powerful accounts so they fucking upload your shit. Fine, but I would never really tell anybody to go over there. Like, sorry. But that said, like, who's going to be attracted to this, right? In my posts, I use the term freebie seeking, right? A lot of freebie seekers, right? Whatever, not to be racist or anything, but a lot of people from like poor African countries, India, Pakistan, all these people who leave very low effort comments, like, great post. Wow, I really like this post, upvote me, Am I saying everybody from those countries is a bad person and puts no thought into any of their writing or commenting? No. But there are a lot of people who fit that description who do that. So whatever, I made the connection in my head. You can agree with me or not. And here I am, like, actually trying to make good, shareable, useful content. For what? Really? Why? Now that said, okay, so like things progressed. This is a very good post of mine, How to Stop Being Such a Loser. 341 comments, as you can tell. I've got these linked, I believe, in the description of my videos. But anyway, I kept commenting. Like, every fucking post that I made was a fucking. It was like I was a rapper, and like I was like Drake, right? Like, every song I dropped was a fucking hit, every single one. And like, at one point, I got like maybe a little too big for my britches, and I decided to like teach people how to make a good piece of content. That was my idea. I was like, well, I'm dropping all these fucking, one-hit wonder songs. Singles. I'm dropping all these hot singles. What if I taught somebody how to like create a good piece of content? So I created this thing called Shark School, because on Steemit they have this concept called a whale. A whale is somebody like those big accounts, powerful accounts that I mentioned earlier. That's a whale. And then it goes all the way down to minnows, which is like a minnow is like a nobody. Like, you just started, nobody knows who you are, you have no steam power. And then there are other denominations like dolphin, guppy, fucking whatever. And there was no shark, so it's like, boom, I'm a fucking shark. We're gonna make Shark School. So anyway, I had this idea of like teaching people how to actually make interesting content. Nobody really seemed to care, because like, and this is what I realized. I realized this a long time ago, right? It's like the fitness thing. It's like, you could teach people how to get in shape, but nobody actually wants to get in shape. They don't want to do the actual work. They say they want to learn how to do it, and they say they want to actually do it, but they don't really want to do it because they don't want to actually do the work. And it's the same. It was the same with this. Like, what are the odds? And you have two options, right? Two options here. One option is to make a low-effort shitpost that panders to a couple extremely high-value accounts. That takes you 10 minutes, really. It takes you 10 minutes to like take a picture of your fucking backyard. Be like, isn't my backyard beautiful? Wow. Steemit is the best. And then you tag like a bunch of powerful accounts. He's like, share this on Facebook. Or like, I shared this on Facebook today just because I want to tell everybody how Steemit is going to change the world, Steemit for life. And then some whale who sees that, who's got a massive stake in the platform, right? So it's to his benefit if a bunch of other people come and join the platform, raise the price of Steem, which is another issue completely. Like, price of Steem is not going to go up unless Bitcoin goes up, or arguably if it goes down, right? Because like, I won't get into it, but basically like, if Bitcoin goes up, people sell their altcoins to buy Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down, it's because people are selling their Bitcoin to buy alts. This whole like fucking back and forth that happens. Whatever. Anyway, the point is that you have that one option of making a shitty low effort post that takes you 10 minutes, or you can take 6, 7, 8 hours of your life and write a 3,000 word blog post that's actually amazing, with images, with formatting, with links, like an actually like incredible piece of content that would get shared around the internet, that might have some additional benefits other than like how much you make for upvotes from fucking some dumb account. People don't want to do that. Like, it's just not worth it to them. So eventually, like, whatever, I made all these Shark School posts, weren't really popular. I kind of gave up because I was like, these people don't want to see this. So that said, I was like, what can I do to like change this platform? Because as far as I thought, and this turned out to be wrong later, but as far as I thought, I was under the impression that people wanted Steemit to resemble, I guess, Reddit, right? Where like people post Reddit, but with only original content. people post content. They post something. If it's good, if it's actually good, as judged by the community, the amount of upvotes will financially reward that person for their contribution. Right? That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like as objective as you can get in terms of quality. Obviously, there's no objective judgment of quality or value or anything like that. But that's what I thought they really had those pure intentions at heart, and maybe they did. However, what it seems like actually happens there is you have 10, 20, 30, 50 major stakeholders who don't really want that to happen. It's like a prisoner's dilemma. They're really more interested in generating as much money for themselves as they can by using the money printing machine of Steemit to either upvote themselves or upvote people who will help grow the platform. Not necessarily high quality pieces of content. So what do I mean by money printing machine? Well, the way Steem works is that new blocks, whatever, it's complicated, like Bitcoin, right? Like new Bitcoins are created every fucking 3 days or whatever the fucking block time is, right? You have the same thing on Steemit. I think it's every day on Steemit, new blocks are created. So it's like quantitative easing, right? You have new money coming into the economy every day. And that money goes to these people who allegedly donate their processing power to fucking farm Steem or whatever it's called, mine Steem, and keep the nodes running, which is like you pay fucking $100 a month for some server or $300 a month. Oh my God. And you make like 20,000, whatever, some retarded shit. Anyway, these people make all this money, and do they really want some fucking abrasive idiot coming in and trying to call the shots? Arguably not, because they are in power with the system the way that it is now. They're making lots of money with things the way they are now. So when you change things, or you come in and you make the argument that things should change to them might mean that they might not have as much power. I don't know. Am I wrong? Maybe. I don't really fucking care. The point is that quality content is wasted on that platform, right? Because quality to the Steemit fucking community is not the same as quality to the rest of the world. Quality to the Steemit community is fucking, how can I jerk off these fucking powerful accounts so that I'll get money from an upvote? Whereas with the rest of the world, quality is judged, again, not on objectively pure terms, but it's judged on, is this shareable? Did this create a lot of watch time? Are there a lot of views? Is this a clickbait title? You know what I mean? Those are, and fine, those are not maybe the best judgments of quality, but that's what the rest of the world is using to determine how much clout and money people should be rewarded with. Which I think is better than fucking this retarded shit. So anyway, I'm still trying to change this platform. Still trying to change it. I was going to make a magazine where my idea was I wanted to get these powerful accounts to fund a magazine these funds would pay authors to create good content, right? Because if you pay somebody $20 to write about whatever you want, you can create a series of good posts. Because you're hiring fucking professional authors, not some fucking, sorry everyone, but not some fucking Indian who barely speaks any English, writing me love Steem #1, it's the best. Oh, please upvote me, sir, thank you. There's no contest, right? You get a native English speaker from a fucking North American country, paying $20-25, start an actual article about whatever you want. You can improve the quality of the platform much faster, and you can get that article shared, arguably, on places like Reddit, content aggregation platforms like that, whatever. Anyway, it didn't work out. So then I kind of just gave up, and I was all right, I'm just gonna fucking write whatever I want. And then this was really my last post, Steemit's Great Pretender. This is my last great post before I finally was just you know what, this is it. It's just not worth my time to do this. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my money to upvote myself anymore. It's just a waste, really, for me. People don't share the same vision as me. They just want to collect their pennies and fucking get what they can out of the platform the way it is now. Which, to be fair, am I saying my way is the best way? I mean, I am saying that. People are free to disagree with me if they want, and there are a ton of people making a lot of money in the Steem ecosystem or Steemit ecosystem, whatever. There's all these side chains that pop up. Not to say it's all bad, right? Probably should have said that in the beginning. But my purpose for going there, I wasn't very friendly. Didn't really try to make any friends either. So can I really can I blame other people for that? Not really. And then last year, I decided to make a comeback, started posting again, making all these articles, right? But in my opinion, these articles despite the fact that I wrote a lot of them and I think they were very good and I put a lot of time into them and as much time and effort as I did into my what I consider to be my best ones, like by this time, like I don't know if my name had just dropped off or the platform was dead because crypto was down. It was like obviously a waste of time. Here, this is also a really good one. This is very good. And then I started making videos over there. Like it didn't really go anywhere. I started vlogging. I did a microdosing experiment. These are also shit, right? Like I took acid every day. I took like 10 micrograms or 20 micrograms every day, and I like wrote a journal, like a daily blog about it. Fucking microdosing is stupid anyway. These microdosing journal entries are fucking retarded also. And then, I wrote a couple more articles. And then this one right here, arguably my most popular and profitable article, how I use PyGunBot to get all my clients for social media management. So like when crypto really crashed, when Bitcoin hit the fucking floor, I was like, all right, my savings like virtually wiped out, in the span of a few months. Didn't have a lot of cash. I was like, okay, I need cash. Like how can I actually make US dollars? So I went back to social media management, which is kind of which was my original plan when I moved to Thailand before I got into the whole crypto shit. So basically I use this tool called PyGunBot, which is a contact form submitter and search engine scraper to blast out like thousands of messages per day offering these companies to manage their Instagram accounts for them. Got a lot of clients, wrote about it all in here. I'm pretty sure I linked to this article in all my videos. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Anyway, this article generated a ton, still to this day, generates a lot of affiliate commissions for me. I get people emailing me like, hey man, I read your article on Steemit. It's a fucking old ass article, 10 months old, like still generates a lot of money. And then I wrote this. I was like, okay, like this gave me an idea after I wrote this affiliate post. Because that's really what this is. It's like my experience with it, how I got a lot of clients. And then there are a few affiliate links in here, which is what generated all the money. And honestly, like I got so many people emailing me, like not one or two, like at least 10, emailing me like, hey man, I just read your article about PyGunBot. Give me your affiliate link. I want to buy through your link because I found your post like incredibly useful. Because I share everything in this article. I share the emails that I used. I share my fucking prices, like everything. And then after writing that, I was like, oh, like, how to bring more business owners to Steemit. Because as far as I understand, back a couple months ago, this was the push. Is that like, okay, you have a lot of content creators who are fucking retarded, fucking whatever. I don't want to like, what I said before, freebie-seeking, low-effort shit posters. Plenty of those. Arguably a couple people who like actually know how to use fucking proper spelling and punctuation, even bother to like spell check their posts. Like it's ridiculous, like the level of shit content that you have on there. There are a few who like native English speakers who can write properly, fine, a few. But no business owners. Nobody has any fucking business sense whatsoever. And okay, fine, I'm arguably like broke now. Like, do I really have any business sense? I have way more than them. At the time, I had a lot more also, so I was making a lot more money from freelancing, right, which is business. Anyway, I wrote this post. Didn't really get as popular as I would like for the reasons I mentioned earlier, which is that like it's the same as fitness. People don't want to do the hard thing. They don't want to do like you tell people like what's the secret to success in business? You tell them hard work. They're like, come on, man. I know that already. Give me the tip. What is it like? You wake up every day at 5 a.m. Is that it? Like, you drink coffee? Or you have bulletproof coffee? Is that it? Like, tell me about microdosing. Like, is it the microdosing? No, motherfucker, it's hard fucking work. That's what it is. But nobody wants to hear that. People don't want to hear that shit. They want the latest tip. They want the top 10 list. They want the hack from Silicon Valley. It's ridiculous. So anyway, after this post, I was like, I finally gave up. Well, not really, because I obviously continue making more videos. This is when I decided to, this is after I started making YouTube videos, right? Moved back to Thailand last year. Started making YouTube videos again seriously. Channel started to get a little bit of traction. I had like a couple hundred subscribers, and I was like, well, I have this reach on Steemit from being a fucking asshole blogger for like a year. I wonder if I could like get any of my like old Steemit readers to like subscribe to my YouTube channel. I was like thinking of anything that I could do to do that. So I made this post right here, which really doesn't have much to do with what I said just now. It's really like a blog about like my flight to Thailand from New York and like this Jewish girl that I sat next to and like had a connection with, whatever. Anyway, it's all about like getting famous and shit. And then this is like, I was like, okay, well this didn't work. Maybe I'll write another article like PyGunBot and like try and help people make money online. Dumped a bunch of fucking affiliate articles in there. This was when like I tried to I was like, okay, well, I'm obviously like this health and fitness person now. This is a fucking like 12,000 word article that I had to split into 2 articles because it was so big and it wouldn't fit in a Steemit post. Like I surpassed the limit for characters on a Steemit post. Ridiculous. And then obviously nobody read this. Like, look how many comments here. 6 comments, 2 comments. Nobody fucking read this. I didn't upload it for shit. I don't know. I had no readers. Maybe I never had any readers to begin with. And it was all just from the trending page. Whatever. And then this was, I would say, I wanted to make one final article on Steemit because at this point I knew that like I was probably never going to come back to the platform and write the way that I used to. Crypto is dead. I was like, not that I was broke, but like I was pretty broke. Didn't really have the amount of expendable income that I had to upload my posts. Not that the platform is even worth uploading your posts on, in my opinion. But I wanted to write an additional affiliate article about my experience with ClickFunnels. So I dumped a bunch of affiliate links in this. This is an incredibly good article, by the way, and it's really just like, it's kind of about ClickFunnels, but not really. It's more of a blog about how I'm broke and have no money and I'm a pathetic human being. Incredibly well written. Like, a shame that this did not get more views. Only 70 comments. Like, it's a shame. Like, I put a link to this in every single fucking video that I make. Nobody reads it. Nobody comments on it. Nobody fucking says anything about it. It's a shame, but that's the risk you run when you create a lot of content like I do. A lot of what I consider to be very good content is like, how obsessed with you are people actually going to be that they're not only going to watch fucking 6 of my videos a day, now they're going to read all my fucking like 9,000 word articles that I write? No, they're not. At least currently in the state that I am right now. Maybe someday, like when I'm dead, I'll be like one of those like famous artists who like dies broke and people only find his shit like 100 years after he died. I'm like, oh wow, it's actually really good. How come this guy isn't famous? How come I never heard of this guy? Whatever, anyway. This post is also really good, but that's my experience with Steemit. Okay, so like that's what I said. Right now, to be fair, like there is this entire community that I pretty much ignored just because I was really only interested in what I was interested in, which is getting people to actually read what I wrote and getting that ego boost and having people say like, "Wow, oh my God, you're such a good writer. Why is this more popular?" But like if you're looking for a community and you somehow like don't have one on actual real websites people have heard of, and you want to like make money somehow from, you know, kissing somebody's ass who like runs a server in fucking, you know, Ukraine somewhere, whatever, I don't know, I'm very bitter, clearly. Yeah, go ahead, check out steemit.com. It's great. Go read all my articles because they're arguably the best articles on Steemit ever in the history of the fucking stupid shit ass website. Yeah, I might even, I wonder what would happen if I uploaded this to 3Speak or D2. It'd probably get downvoted to shit. Anyway, this is for YouTube. I'm a YouTuber now. I'm not a fucking 3Speaker or D-tuber. Anyway, whatever. Have you guys, any Steemit bros out there? Any Steemit fans? Did anybody follow me from Steemit? I want to know. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Charles Fuchs, looking in your direction. You know, a couple others out there as well. Let me know. Leave me a comment. What do you think about Steemit? Is Steemit actually worth spending time on now? And I'm totally wrong. I'm completely wrong about everything. I'm prepared to be wrong. You know, I could be wrong. Should I start uploading my videos to Steemit? Who told me that? Charles Fuchs. You told me I should do that. Should I actually do that? Really? Like, give me the reasons why. Like, I'm giving you a chance now. Like, leave me a comment. If it's a good comment, a good response, I'll pin it to the top. That's it. Peace.